Seems to be a thing about activating portals, maybe to get access to some of those switches to open the final gate. But I've only found one so far. Gigantic plant, thorn plant is probably one of them. The portal that only accepts dead people or dead material is another, very likely. But what would be a fourth? We need 4. Hey, what the hell is this? Some kind of cavern there. Have I visited that? Probably. Ah. Okay. Let's go to the thorny area, thorny grounds, whatever. Not that tough. Good damage, good solid damage. But their invulnerability is really the only thing that makes them dangerous. I can't escape from fights, so I think we should try to go up from this immediately. Go somewhere there. It could be a bit risky because I don't know if there are other patrols waiting for us there. Yeah, more death knights. Right. Another way to access the temple. A little bit reluctant to actually save, because there's no telling when we are gonna stumble upon one of the patrols and then we're screwed. There we go. Leeds is a killable target.
This is unbearable!
Ah, because you burn. Hardly matters. Weakness to water and slashing. Yeah, he pretty much has no chance. And Winter blast his ass. That's a lot. Got hit twice, each one did 472. Anything but fire will probably kill it. Or not.
On the mend!
Another portal. That's pretty obvious where we have to go then. This is the air, so we need to get in there to disconnect the air. This entire forest is just a one-way, it's a lock for the source temple. Fire resistance, water resistance, watering. Yep, we were lacking fire resistance boots previously. Now we won't be lacking them.
I've spotted something.
Alright, I'm right in the middle of things. Is this supposed to be the secret entrance?
Report, Scout!
Usually secrets are marked on the map though once you've been told about them, so my guess would be no. Decent armor with movement and inflict stun on contact. Requires 10 strength though, so none of our guys can realistically do it. Right, these are one of the doors that were closed by the switches. And there's the fire switch. There's also a side door there. Okay, this is access to the fire. was the path I was looking for that I think I might be teleportable through. We want to go there somehow. You have one of the pyramids. You have the other.
Feint and dodge.
Muted, bleeding, infectious flame, tenebrium resistance, blacksmithing, dual wielding +1. Okay, that actually has some potential. What happens when your dual wielding goes to 6, basically? Initiative and hit. Yeah, it's also belt. We might be able to switch right now. Damage went up a little bit. Sets dual wielding damage bonus to 5% and reduces cost of attacking. Basically, no it's plus 5% extra damage. Additional skill levels do nothing. Not really all that impressive because I have been ignoring minor damage increases anyway. I'll keep the initiative for now. Still not the worst thing ever.
Back on my feet again. Into the fray once more. Bless the seven, I am restored.
Yeah, it doesn't really work like that. I feel the branches are more or less buggy. There could be other solutions too, I suppose.
Far better attack
Either
position
way,
over here.
it's clear that that's not how you're intended to do the thing, so let's move on. Bloody chest. These things are rare. It's a specialty chest, obviously. Bloody key. Beware of what's before you. Okay, you got me, game.
Sweet relief. Oh. A stitch in time, eh, my friends?
Sweet relief!
Where's the poison coming from? I don't notice any particular trap here either. Just started to be a trouble suddenly. The moment I picked up the key. Get a staff out of it. Shrug. Not particularly worth it. Potential upgrade items for our Scarlet. So every chest here is got
Sweet relief. I'm getting better already.
Into the fray once more.
Yep. We actually get into some kind of raid though. Seem to be spending most of my time stealing my own ass at that. Okay, this is suspicious. Suspicious positioning of water. Also, I could be totally paranoid, but whatever. It's just another void demon. Easy peasy.
Halt! Our enemies have laid a trap.
Oh shit. Every one of us will act before the demon does. We're in a fairly good position to take it out, I'd say. Typical water weakness, nothing else.
Cold as ice, cruel as ice.
Target is out of sight. Yeah, no, I don't think so. It's something else. Just don't know what. I will let Madora finish things. Holy crap. Actual good loot. Upgrade items and a couple of jewelry pieces. Earth resistance, poison resistance, inflict stun on contact. Again, could be useful, could be worthless. Strength, fire resistance, air resistance, reflex damage, earth damage. As earth damage. Strength. We already have something very similar to this. Different resistances this time. Dexterity, constitution, poison resistance. Yeah, that's quite nice. There's a lot of these totally worthless rings pretty much on some of our guys. Extra constitution especially would be very very nice. Movement slowed, bleeding. We're going to have to upgrade the weapon at some point. I'm just sort of disappointed with the status effects attached to the higher level weapons. Muted, crippled, bleeding. Two-handed. Never gonna use this. Possibly. Until then, until we get to the top fights and I need new weapons, and I noticed that my newest weapon is something like level 12 or something. 15. Copper amulet of the lore master. Well, that's interesting. At least this has resistance to this. I think we're gonna keep lore master items separately. Speed and water resistance. Resistance, inflict stun, or dexterity, constitution, poison resistance. I don't think we need the constitution though. So, resistances. Don't really have earth resistance at the moment. Water, air. Inflict stun would be the thing that I'm actually interested in. It could save your ass if melee guys get close to you. Still, okay loot. That's rare.
On the mend.
Right, can't open these. I just teleport inside, yes I can. Let's save first. Well, at least we are halfway there. We can keep teleporting through these, so there's really no point in trying to get the sequence right. Might make things easy for us, but it's by no means necessary. Right.
On the mend!
On the mend indeed. So you were supposed to use something very different to get access here and then exit. What happened? I didn't notice anything abnormal here.
Into the fray once more.
Probably spent more time than anything just standing still and
I
healing
needed
people.
that. As good as the new pin.
I feel better already.
Just need to locate the access points for the... to get the location for the other button somewhere. Always figure out a way past things. No idea what's... there's probably just hidden mines everywhere. But again, can't proceed, need to stop.
As good as a new penny.
While mass healing isn't necessary, it would at least save a lot of time, real time.
A stitch in time, eh, my friends?
I needed that. Into the fray once more.
Yeah, he didn't mind.
Flash fire!
Where exactly am I even going? I don't think I want to go south. There were a lot of patrolling dead mines here. What we want to do is scan actually the thorn areas. This is probably the most use I've gotten out of the fireball in this game. The fact that it magically knows where all the mines are. Height and head, okay.
Unfamiliar tongue. We won't get far without a means
Bless
of
the seven
translation.
I am res-
And such a relic we must find.
We need to learn that what tongue the Titans are speaking. Okay. There doesn't seem to be traps here. No traps here in at regular intervals at least. Maybe we can... Where exactly did I go? Right. Spirit of the Bull. Right. Now I'm confused. Must fought them here. Spirits of the bulls to loot that. Where exactly have I been here? But we still need to want to go basically east to north. I don't think this has anything particularly to do necessarily with the temple though. I don't know though. So we need to take a look. Sometimes the game seems to reveal map pieces before you actually reach them. So I think that's something that's confusing me. I'm not sure where I have actually visited and what is just revealed to me. Well, I haven't looted the skeletons, so I probably haven't been here. Okay, that's a couple of corpses there, and a river of blood and all that. Not a happy place to visit, I'd say. Suspicious amount of blood. Kind of curious what would even do that. Maybe the plant. Magic cage door, some kind of throne. Sun. Void aura.
Ours was happiness once,
Vulnerable.
and can be again. Why would you resist such promise?
Because you are no longer a
Are
woman
who?
worthy of love. It may be your brother's doing, but you
I
are
think going there would be a big mistake at the moment. There was something we need to do about with her remains. I don't think just going to her and talking with her is be our plan A. Plan A should probably be to try to get to the temple. That's why it's protected so well. Well, I definitely haven't been here.
The boar tries to grunt and squeal, but not a note high or low does it produce. Its entire body bespeaks an exasperated frustration at being unable to do so.
Your voice was taken from you, wasn't it? Can you show me who did it?
The boar energetically points towards the downward sloping path. Whoever robbed him of his voice might be close by indeed.
Well, looks like a side quest.
I can only hope this might be a magpie's nest.
Okay. Also, still haven't found the place here where the were-sheep is supposed to be. There were a couple bushes of the correct plant somewhere here, but like one or two. So no indication really that that's specifically where the were-sheep would be. There are multiple paths. And that leads to the lich. Okay, who are you? Who would steal a pig's voice? Well, this isn't suspicious. Why did I get experience out of this? Okay, who the hell has what here? What is this? What the hell is this? Portal activation crystal. Thank you. Need to transfer it to get any kind of indication of what it is. Magic runestone. Fabled source temple. Okay. But how are you supposed to use it in this? This has nothing to do with a source temple. This is the first garden access, very likely. Imal the squealer.
You can struggle all you want, but still I'll get what I want.
You approach a man dressed in all too familiar immaculate robes. With a strange voice marked by occasional growls that a boar might make, he is about to cast a spell on a terrified bunny, which he is gripping tightly in his worn and claw-like hands. Your approach startles him, however, causing him to relax his hold. Feeling the pressing fingers slipping from its little body, the bunny manages to break free and quickly disappears into the nearby rabbit hole. The Immaculate eyes you hatefully and yells.
Curse you! I've got a few words left in this barren throat of mine, and it took me the damnedest time to get my paws on that long-eared good-for-naught.
Yeah, you're going to have to elaborate on that.
Elaborate on what? That I have no voice unless I take one, eh? That I am mute unless I make other voices mine? Mine for an infuriatingly short time?
So you're a voice thief. A nasty piece of business those, or so I gather.
And what do you care about a dumb deer, you cretin? What do you care about a...
The Immaculate seems to be rapidly losing his ability to speak, managing only to growl like a boar in heat. Then he coughs violently and falls completely silent as he mouths torrents of unspoken expletives. His intention is rather hard to misread, though. He'll tear you limb from limb unless you do him that courtesy first.
So he summoned an army, cursed us, silenced us, and charmed us. Then we're okay to start the fight. So what were we doing during that time? And they're all level 19. They're a little bit different. So they probably have different weaknesses. They are good. Need to get rid of some of the status effects or I'm boned anyway.
Just what the doctor ordered.
I can get rid of the charm, that's not a problem. Even the curse too. The bigger question is, what do I do with these? What do we have here? It's melee, ranged, wizard, melee, melee I'd say, and then there's the wizard. So 2 wizards, 3 melee, and sure. That's a lot of trouble. And I'm going to have to spend my points to get my shit in order. Would smoke help us or not? I think what we need to do is try to block them a little bit. Summon fire elemental maybe. How costly is this? Or I need some a reason for them to not come after us.
Raging
All of them.
power of flame! Attack!
Doesn't have to achieve much. Just has to exist there. The fact that it's blank, some of them probably, well, it's not like shit, but it's an easy target to go after.
Dissolve to shadow!
Yeah. I'm sort of inclined to maybe summon more trouble here. Anything to act as distractions, buy time, block their arrows. Okay, at least one of us has a full turn. Weakness to water, air, fire. No point using. Are they all the same? No. Fire, no point using. Poison, no point using really. But that's about it. Fire is a big no. It doesn't do anything against anyone.
Hindrance of frost.
I got one of his support characters, but he's not gonna be doing anything. It might still inconvenience him, I suppose. Should I summon more creatures? I don't think that's a horrible idea. They're going to quickly kill these. So the more we can screw them over, the better. Right, we still need to start killing them though. I want to break that. Right, I can do a single attack. Flurry. Who do we hate? Maybe the caster. I don't want any additional trouble here. Miss. Ooh, holy crap. Not that easy to hit. The curvature of the battle map screwed him over. That's nice.
I am maimed!
Yes, you are. Elemental Blade, self-immolation. Three magical projectiles that deal about 100 points damage each. Fire isn't gonna work on it. These guys are fairly hard to hit, only 2 chances in 3 to hit, and I can't see anything really special about them either. The only guys I can guarantee a hit on is the one that's knocked down. I think I'll try to go after the mage. I do fire damage, so I can't actually do anything. The only one I can do anything against is Imal, squealer. Actually, no, not even him. What a poor choice of elemental. Still, I guess he could act as a distraction? I don't know. They seem to be creating oil slicks when they dive. Very tough to hit. Witchcraft. No? He's confused. I don't really get what's going on fully here. Right. Anything but fire. But also summon an earth elemental. The undead swordsman is gonna die anyway. I would like very much to know, is this useful or not? Entertain our guest mage there. The most expensive one I've seen so far. You got crippled. I don't think I can do all that much about it.
Name them all!
Right, they can't really do much. That'll change quickly. I need to start killing them fairly soon. Be slow. It'll basically allow me to do more damage than some of our guys. an unacceptable amount of misses with this against these enemies. I'm sort of also spreading the damage a little bit too evenly here.
I strike with the full force of my convictions.
You burned the fire elemental. We're glad to see I'm not the only one who does stupid choices here. I still can't do much. Every attack I'll do will not really achieve anything. But I might be able to access a decoy, so continue existing. These spores! We have effects. Double bolted bash. It's an okay creature, but I don't see anything super amazing about it. Okay, Jahan. Something has to die. Soon. Very soon. Or I'm gonna start dying. I'm a little bit worried that we have a Shrieker right in the middle of us. I don't think I can... I might be able to swap it with something else. Out of sight. I'm not sure why they're out of sight. There's the minuscule amount of smoke there. Freezing does work on these guys though. Yeah, they have a massive probability that they'll avoid the freezing effect. But it's possibility still there. And I need something to start disable them. 17 points of damage. Excellent. I won't survive this. They're doing way too much damage, and my summoned creatures more or less couldn't do shit against them. If I can't kill something, we are done. Tonic spray might be my last chance of survival here.
Struggle beneath the power of stone.
Oh my god, I'm not getting experience out of these. That means they're summoned creatures. Shit. I probably could have used destroy summoned creatures spell on them. No hits. Cripple. Or not. Yeah. I think I could have used that. It did. I think it did something like 5,000 points of damage on a target. It would be an instant death on a Whimper or any one of these summoned creatures. And I didn't take it.
On the mend!
Who actually has the ability? Not you, certainly. So, Roderick. Make sure he's still in the fight. Any way to remove crippled? Invulnerable. You son of a bitch.
Walk of worship.
You can kill this Whimper. Next is Roderick's turn. I'm basically going to test the destroy summoned creature ability on this one. What we need is something to screw over you. And stun, damage. Didn't you have, fuck, you didn't have that. I thought I skipped that. Yeah, I was already on fire, so it doesn't matter if I touch a surface or not. Yeah, they're summoned creatures.
Dive! I'm in!
Yeah, it just destroys it. No ifs or buts. Cooldown is massive though, so I can't really do anything about the last one. Should I go to with a normal attack or just try to knock him down? We had decent chances with these, they just didn't work. 50-50 chance.
Trying to escape?
Enemies. Well, at least he got oil, so he can't go far. It costs a huge amount of action points to move.
Sweet relief!
Can't do anything about him. Be able to do something about him. And I'm also muted, so I think Winter Blast comes from an item, at least I can use from an item. I doubt I can use scrolls either. What staff do I have? Some earth damage. It's not good. But again, it's an ability, so I can't use it. Eat some pizza or something.
Soaked to the skin.
Yeah, whatever. At least we're not burning anymore. How long does... whatever. Medora at least has the ability to do something. While the squealer is not in a good position. And he's crippled. Oiled, crippled, and knocked down. Okay, you. We need to get rid of the muted status. Curse. I'm wondering what's the best way to operate here. I think the mages will offer support and that's it. How long is this guy supposed to be invulnerable? Just keeps going and going and going. Point. Okay. What does invulnerable actually mean? I mean, does it affect damage or status effects? Or everything? I think it probably affects everything. While the squealer. I'm hoping that this can act as a decoy, so Scarlet isn't in that big of a trouble.
As good as a new penny.
can't cast anything. I suppose it doesn't matter anymore. Extra damage, please. And you're still invulnerable, so no reason really to try to do anything. Just have to survive it.
I'm stuck.
Weakening spider. Weak failed. You do no damage to it really. Still, it's a powerful opponent. A lot of good loot, unique item too.
I'll concoct a worse punishment from here.
I think our best defensive measure here is just to push as much damage on it as possible. If we can get a single status effect to stick, it'll also end it.
I can smell your fear!
Yeah, I can smell something. I think it's fear. What to do about you? Weak against Earth. I think we want to get the slow status effects to stick on it, or something something like that. Will make damaging it much easier. Also, if you could put out some of the fires, that would be great. And that's more or less it.
Crushing embrace.
Can't survive this anymore. Okay, that was wow, much tougher fight than I expected. Much tougher. A single guy. I should have just immediately realized they're technically summoned creatures, so I could have just removed at least one of them immediately. It's one of those things when you aren't really used to using your abilities, especially new ones. You don't see the opportunities either. But that could have been a lot easier. We probably have such abilities in this spell scroll format too, so I could have wiped out a lot of their attack power immediately.
A stitch in time, eh, my friends?
Sigurd's beard, what a find.
Imal's research.
The seven grant abundance.
Nothing useful in the chest. Barely worth mentioning. Rabbit paw ring. Lore 1, it's probably very important. Fire resistance, water resistance, air resistance, lucky charm. Level 5. Okay, resistance ring. Okay, identification equipment needed. And I lose the bracers too. Okay. Two-handed sword. Fine. Willpower, leadership, curse, burning. The special effects are always terrible. Water resistance, earth resistance, air resistance, negative armor. 78 armor, +1 +1 initiative, immunity to fear, 100 hit points could be useful. We have a couple of these immunity to fear items just in case we encounter it in a serious fight. Good arbalest, maybe. Yeah, it looked more interesting than it actually was. I need to sell some of this crap away. It's becoming a serious problem. Boxwood. A strange brown root that has a face contorted in agonizing pain worming through its bark. The object emits a soft howling sound. Imal's research. Accursed be my mother for giving birth to a mute child. Perhaps if the wench had drunk a little less moonshine as she nursed me in her belly, I might have been brought into this world with weak eyes, weak limbs, and no power in my vocal cords at all. But I digress. After long last, I know the formula, the one that will give me a permanent voice. No longer will I have to steal scraps of speech from rats and reindeer. 2 ingredients are all I need, and a tea I'll brew me, a potion that will awaken my sleeping throat. 1. Boxwood, which we now have. Oh so rare, but I have found it. Cut it right out of the gnarly limbs of a rune-clad tree. I took it from your phantom forest. I have beaten you. 2. Bottled voice. This one still eludes me, but it too must be found somewhere within here in these damnable woods. There is most probably not a second one of its kind to be found on the plain of Rivalon. Once I have it, all I have to do is cram the boxwood into the bottle and it should instantly liquefy. The Temple of the Dead. That is where the bottled voice is to be found. In that place of most ancient alchemical rituals. That is all the conduit told me. She cares not for my quest, I know. She'd like to squeeze me dry of blood and feed me to one of her starstones. No matter. Soon I will have a voice. No longer will I bring shame to the Immaculates by chuckling like a chicken when another spell wears off. Soon. But first, another bunny. Okay. We seem to have found a recipe for a potion that can cure a man's muteness. There should be Wolfgraf's shot to return his stolen voice. A miracle if it actually works. Who's Wolfgraf? Shrug? The name is familiar, but I can't place it at all. I don't really recall interacting much. Well, you didn't interact with a mute person all the time. No shit. It could have been anywhere. I seem to recall meeting these mute animals all over the place. I wonder if the pig here can now speak. I think there was... Almost every large area has had a mute creature of some sort, but I don't recall at all where they were and were animals mostly. I'll talk to the pig and leave it there. That fight was a bit more serious than I anticipated. Still don't have a clear path where we should be going. I mean, we have goals where we need to go, but I have no idea how to unlock access to them. It's hard to, because I can't just zoom out enough to get a good idea about how this is structured, for example. And then there's the Death Knight patrol, so I'm afraid to spend any kind of time in certain areas. I think there's one area there that's still a little bit hidden by this fog of war. I should probably visit that. It doesn't necessarily have to have anything important, but it might. Also, the pig is gone. Gone, on. Should I go to talk to Cassandra? I don't think so. I don't understand the warnings about she's being immortal and it can't be harmed if I go... If it's not to intend for you to basically tell you that you shouldn't be going after her first. It makes sense to me that you have to find another solution, some kind of weakness to her. Another option might be that a high charisma character might be able to persuade her about something, but I don't know what that would be. And so we spend more time healing and healing. I don't really... Well, we have two goals we can go after, and that's it. We might have some small tasks early in the game, but
On the mend.
I don't want to go after such things.
Back on my feet again.
It's clear that it requires quite a bit of work before we can make any serious progress here. I have no idea how to deal with the Hall of the Dead. Temple of the Dead. There was a Shrine of the Dead or something, that might be a thing. So use it and survive. Then you're counted as dead, but that doesn't make all that much sense to me. We could learn the language of the Titans. I have no idea how to get that ability though. And then try to find 2 additional switches to the source temple entrance.